Welcome back to the patch, everybody. Today is May 20th and we're going to do a patch update and introduce you to Pumpkin Wars Season 3. Hang tight. Alright guys, before we get into the patch update, we're going to go ahead and explain what we're doing for Pumpkin Wars Season 3. Jeff Tile, Doc Rotoball, and myself are all going to be doing a Season 3. It's going to be mostly more fun based than anything else. It's always been about having fun and kind of have a little bit of a challenge against each other, but this season is going to be more update and journal based than even seasons before, where we kind of put things together. We're still going to have a competition with the three of us, but it's not going to be as formal as in years past. So we'd still want you guys to kind of get involved and choose a team. Either choose Team Doc, Team Jeff, or Team Scott, and maybe towards the end of the season we'll do seed giveaways. I don't think we're going to be doing the 30-50 day challenges like we were in the past, but I'm sure we'll be sharing different things at different time periods, but just won't be formatted the same as years past. Alright, with that out of the way, we'll go ahead and get into the patch update. We'll start off with the first plant over here, which is a 2144.5 Rotoball. It's sitting right at around 10 feet long. Each one of these poles are 10 feet. It's a little closer, so perspective is a little off. But this is right around 10 feet. Throwing out some decent secondaries. First couple came out really nice. And I'm starting to pop the next ones. This one I was a little late to get the fabric underneath and get things buried, so now that everything's kind of caught up, we should be good to go. The patch has been tilled completely now, so all the cover crop's gone, and then I've cleaned up the majority around the edges. I just got a little bit more to do. Next plant we have back to back with it is the 1707.5 Caspers. This plant right now is right around, I would say, 11 to 12 feet long. Throwing some very nice secondaries, and I'm doing something a little different with my fabric here. And it is, I'm gonna do just a short 10 foot, 11 foot patch there where the secondaries on either side will drop over. I'll still puncture holes or cut holes for the roots at each node, but I just kind of wanted to extend that out because typically when I get early season disease issues or have to cut off leaves, it's in that zone, and I'm hoping to kind of prolong that a little bit more by adding that fabric underneath that zone. So we'll see how it works out. That's the only plant I've done it for. I'll show you a picture here on the screen. I did have a pumpkin right at about 8 foot there. I ended up cutting off. It was a 4-lober, just to kind of see what the shape was. I let it go until it would have been the day before pollination, so tomorrow would have been pollination day, but too soon. Got to get a much bigger plant for that to happen. But go ahead and get on to the next plants. Just want to kind of show you how I laid this one out, and you can kind of keep an eye on that. Show you the walkover. I did till up the entire patch just to get it nice and cleaned up. A little less weeding, and don't let the cover crop get too aggressive there. I have not hand weeded around these plants, so you'll see that they're a little bit more jungly than the other two. But we got the first of the 2560 gingers. This one's doing the best so far. It's right around 9 foot, and it is been the most aggressive. It's very thick. It's got a real thick mane. It was took that one quite a while to lay down, and it's starting to throw off secondaries now. So not too bad. Good color, and happy with the thickness and aggressiveness early on with it. Next plant is another 2560 ginger. It's got a fruit about 12 or 14 inches from the tip. I don't know if you can see it there in the center of your screen, tucked away behind the mane there by the leaf, but definitely won't be keeping that. way too close to the stump area or crown area. Secondary growth is starting to kick off now. It was a little slow to start, but if you peek in there, I don't want to walk on the soft soil right now, and I don't have my walking boards, but you can kind of see the thicker secondary kind of kicking up right there where my finger is at, and should be a nice plant once it gets rolling here. Again, these just got their mill fabric yesterday, so I only had time to hand weed around the plant, lay down the fabric there, and till the patch. So I'll have to go in with my loop hoe and then hand weed the rest of that. That's pretty much it. What's going on in the patch. Plants are nice and healthy. The only thing that I'll say, just kind of as a personal note, is I think they're called 3-striped beetles or potato beetles. I'll put a picture on the screen. I've noticed those, so I did spray a contact on them this evening, and I did do my dose of imidacloprid yesterday, so they should be all caught up on that to kill off those beetles. They kind of reminded me of a cucumber beetle, but it is entirely too early for that. They usually come on right around when the flowers start to open, so hopefully I can keep them at bay. Like I said, it's going to be a shorter update. Any questions, comments, concerns, make sure you choose a team. Again, Team Doc, Team Jeff, or Team Scott. We look forward to seeing you in the patch and at the weigh-offs. Catch you on the next one.